सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. We'll chant this stotra. नागेन्द्रहाराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्माङ्गरागाय महेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै नकाराय नमः शिवाय. मन्दाकिनी चन्दनचर्चिताय ईश्वरप्रमथनाथ महेश्वराय मन्दारपुष्पबहुपुष्पसुपूजिताय काराय नमः शिवाय. गौरीवदनाब्जवृन्द सूर्याय दक्षाध्वरनाशकाय श्रीनीलकण्ठाय वृषध्वजाय तस्मै शिकाराय नमः शिवाय. वसिष्ठकुम्भोद्भवगौतमार्य मुनीन्द्रदेवार्चितशेखराय चन्द्रार्कवैश्वानरलोचनाय तस्मै नमः शिवाय. पाय जटाधराय पिनाकहस्ताय नातनाय दिव्याय देवाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै यकाराय नमः शिवाय. पञ्चाक्षरमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् शिवसन्निधौ शिवलोकमवाप्नोति शिवेन सह मोदते. So we completed the study of Sivapancakshari Stotram by the grace of Shiva only. And the last one is giving Phalashruti Panchaksharamidam Punyam Yaphatet Shiva Sannidhau Shiva Lokamavapnoti Shivena Saha Modate. So one who reads, chants this stotram, which is punyam, gives punyam and removes papam. And especially if one studies Shiva Sannidhau in the presence of, in proximity of Lord Shiva, suggesting chanting this in the temple or in your puja room or where some altar of Shiva is there. So Shiva Sannidhau means where the presence of Shiva is specifically invoked. Otherwise Shiva is everywhere, but where specifically invoked. There if you chant, then Shiva Lokama Vapnoti, one attains Shiva Loka. If you go by Purana, it means person attains the higher loka, which is equivalent to Brahma Loka. Brahma Loka alone is given the name Shiva Loka, Vishnu Loka, etc. So what is talked about in Purana as Vaikuntha, etc. is another way of presenting Brahma Loka of this Shruti. And Shivena Saha Modate, he enjoys with Shiva. Another meaning from Vedanta standpoint, Shiva Loka means Shiva Swarupa Chaitanyam, which is other name of Brahman. He attains Shiva Lokam means he becomes one with Ananda Swarupa Chaitanyam Brahma. Loka means Chaitanyam, Shiva means Ananda. Ananda Swarupa Chaitanyam, which is Brahma, he becomes one with that. Brahma Veda Brahmaiva Bhavati. And Shivena Saha Modate. He enjoys. His life is the life of fulfillment. Shivena Saha, here in the sense of Shiva Rupena Avasthitaha San. Remaining as Shiva Saha Modate. So this is how the result is given. And here One Shiva Sannidhau, for that one Acharya says very nicely. In the proximity of Shiva means what? What do we mean by somebody is close to me? Close to you, does it mean that person is staying next door? Need not be. He says, proximity is decided by who is there in your heart. So he nicely says, Durasthopi samipasthaha yo yasya hridi vartate. Somebody is in America, Durasthaha, but he is in your heart. Then that person you can call what? Close to me. And samip yo yasya hridaya nasti samipasthopi duragaha. Somebody may be your next door staying, but you don't have any relationship. In fact, you want to keep that person out from your mind. So that person, even though staying next door, but not samipasthaha. So proximity is decided by not physical distance. Proximity is decided by who is there in your heart. That is why something happens, then immediately you call your son, daughter or somebody whom you are related to, even though that person is in America. You may not inform this to your neighbor. He is close by. You inform to your relative who is far off physically but close to your heart. So Shiva Sannidhau means keeping Shiva in the heart, you chant this. Means when you are chanting, bring your heart to this chanting. Nowadays people have got lot of value for multitasking. So while Swamiji, while doing cooking, etc., I am chanting this Panchakshara Stotram. Or shaving, perhaps some people will say that also. I don't know, people have not said so far, but while Swami shaving I have by-hearted, Shiva Panchakshara Stotram is over, shaving also is over. That should not be done. You put your heart in that. When you are chanting, let Shiva remain in your heart. That is the meaning of Shiva Sannidhau. Means bringing Shiva in your heart. When you chant, then Shiva Lokama Vapnoti. This is the meaning. Alright. Now, before we come to conclusion, I will give some synopsis of these three talks we had. First thing we learnt about Stotram. Stotram is a way of, Stotra means Stotra chanting is a way of invoking, expressing and strengthening our devotion. It is a devotional activity in the form of Kaika Bhakti or in the form of Kirtana Rupa Bhakti. And what is Bhakti? Sadara Pritihi Bhaktihi. Reverential love is Bhakti. Second thing, we saw that the Lord can be praised in three ways. One is from the standpoint of his Nirguna Paramarthika Satchidananda Swarupa, Nirguna Swarupena, first. Second is Jagat Karana, as the cause of the Srishti Sthiti Laya, creation, sustenance and dissolution, Sarvagna Sarva Shaktiban, as the Saguna Ishvara, he can be related to. And third is he can be related to with a particular form. Nagendrahara, Trilochana, Bhaspangaraga, these are the ways of relating to Shiva in a particular form. And in that connection we saw Shiva has two particular forms. One is Rupatmaka, other is Namatmaka. Rupatmaka means this form which is having certain features like Nagendrahara or even Shivalinga. So Rupatmaka Shariram Shiva has and Namatmakam. And Namatmakam Shariram is Om Namah Shivaya or Namah Shivaya. This mantra is Namatmaka Shariram of Shiva. Then the third part, we saw the two meanings, four meanings we saw, but two meanings we can keep in mind of Namah Shivaya. One meaning is Namaha means Tyajami idam sarvam Shivaya mokshaya. So I give up everything. Physically, whatever required to be given up, and mentally, cognitively, I give up this body, mind, sense complex. Disidentify. Tyajami idam sarvam. For what? Shivaya mokshaya. And before that, in fact, that I should have told first, and that is Namaha means Namami, Dainya Praptaye, for attainment of bhakti, intense bhakti and dhanam. So, second meaning of Namah Shivaya is I salute, I surrender to Lord Shiva to get more and more bhakti and dhanam. That is the third point we saw. And Shiva, by nature, he is pure consciousness, available as Ishvara and available as the one with particular form. And the last one is Shiva, Lord Shiva's form is symbolizing Tyaga, renunciation, Vairagyam, this dispassion, and graciousness, Krupaluta. Krupaluta means he is so gracious. We saw that Gauri Vadanabja Vrunda Suryaya. And finally, Dharma, Vrishadvajaya. So his Tyaga was expressed by this Bhasmangara, this Digambara. He has given up everything. Sacrifice is by Nilakantha, readiness to sacrifice. Vairagyam by Bhasmangaraga and Digambaraya. And his dharma aspect was highlighted by Vrishadvajaya. So these four things we learned from this Shiva's Vishesha Rupam. Tyaga, Vairagya, Dharma and Krupaluta, the graciousness. Alright. And finally, some of you, all this we heard. But now what is to be done? Some of you who are coming, for them, take home points. First thing is, bring Shiva in your life by chanting Namah Shivaya every day and chanting Panchakshara Stotram every Monday, if not every day. This is the first point. Chant Namah Shivaya. If you don't have other mantra, start chanting Namah Shivaya. And chant Panchakshara Stotram every day. If not every day, then Monday. Second thing is, appreciate the presence of Shiva everywhere by appreciating him as Maheshwara, who is in the form of order. Sarvam Shivamayam Jagat. Let me appreciate Shiva's presence everywhere in the form of order. That is the second thing we can have as a part of our sadhana. And third is, appreciate Shiva as yourself through the study of Shastra. Shivoham. Shivoham is the culmination of the entire, all the sadhanas. I am Shiva. So bring Shiva in your life. See Shiva's presence as order everywhere. And third is, discover Shivoham. This is the take-home point from this particular, this retreat. With this we conclude. Om Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Go Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyaha Prithivi Sasya Shalini Desho Yam Kshobarahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kasyit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutangamaya Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadai Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari.